everybody, and welcome back to another great edition of my Grue Rume Show. And for the Grue Rume Show today, we got a very great guest, and she is one of the people that are in Stranger Things season 4, and she plays young Elle, and her name is Martie Blair. And I'm really looking forward to talking to her, to ask her about how it was being on such a big show and working as young Elle, who is the younger version of Millie's character 11. I'm sure you know that by now. I am Rocco Cross. I am the host at Stutters. I am the host of the Grue Room, and my interview with young Elle, Martie Blair from Stranger Things season 4, is coming up very shortly. This is my Grue Room, and welcome to my nightmare. And tonight we're running up that hill. Okay, welcome to Grue, and thanks so much for taking time out of your night and coming on the show.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad you wanted to. Oh, wait. Sorry. Yeah.
It's good. It's all right.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Hi. Same. So, one of your first roles was actually working on a soap. You were playing the role Bella, and from what I heard from everyone that worked on soaps, they say it's a lot of hard work, a lot of lines. How was working on a soap like?
Well, it wasn't too hard for me because I'm still really young, so my hours on set aren't too long. But also, it was my first role, so I was like always excited to go on set. I always wanted to be there, and it was just amazing. The actors were also kind, they were great actors, and I loved it. So it wasn't too hard for me.
Okay. And I read that you and were a really big fan of the hit television show, the one that you're part of, Stranger Things. So when you were told that you were actually going to be playing the role of young Elle, like, how did you feel? Like, I'm sure you were jumping up and down for joy.
Actually, yeah, pretty much. I mean, I got home, so I was driving home, and my mom was just really excited. And I was like, Mom, what's going on? And then I came home, and we were on the phone with my manager, and she told me that I got the role, and I was crying on the floor of excitement. I mean, like, I've been a fan of this show since I was 4 in preschool.
Wow.
And Millie was like my favorite actor, and I didn't know, like, what if I met her and like stuff like that. I was so excited because I didn't know what to expect, and
Yeah.
it was just so crazy. So I was so excited, and I'm so happy that I got the role.
Wow. Nice. And what did you like most about playing young Elle?
Well, I mean, the whole experience was amazing. Um, I think, like, if I had to pick something, it would be meeting the whole cast, the Duffer Brothers, Millie, Jamie, Matthew. Everybody was just all the numbers. Like, it was just so exciting. And also working on set in the Hawkins lab was so
Yes.
cool because, like, in season 1, you get to see it, and I was like in there, and it was just so crazy. And still to this day, I don't even know if it was real because it was like it was like, amazing. I loved it so much. I had so much fun.
Yeah, like, I'm sure, like, you were just saying that. I'm sure that must be something, like, you're here watching it from the first season, and you see the lab, and now you're actually in the lab. Like, that must be like mind blowing.
Yeah, and like it's also funny that I got the role because my brother has like 2 8 balls. And
Yeah.
when I was younger, I used to like steal them from his room when he didn't know. And I would be like, will I get the part one day of my favorite show? and it would say like something, I forget what it says, but it's saying something like either ask again later, and I was always asking again until I got like the answer I wanted, which was obviously yes. And then, sometimes it would say yes, and then I would go to my brother and be like, "Hey, guess what?" Even though it probably wasn't the first time.
Wow, see, like you actually got the role from talking to one of those eight balls. And so like how's it actually like when you first walk on the set, like to actually be on the set of this huge show?
Like again, I've been a fan of the show since I was 4 in preschool. And just being on the set was so amazing. It was so cool because like the Hawkins lab has so many different doors, just random numbers on the doors, and like you don't know what it is, like until like unless you know what the name is in the show. But like
Yeah.
it's confusing because like it's all the same thing. It's just a bunch of doors with numbers and tile on the wall. And until you
Wow.
get to the rainbow room though, because there's so many colors. And all the bedrooms are the same, just the rainbow room.
Oh wow, okay. And like going back watching the show and stuff, like how was it like to actually see Millie's face on yours for the show?
I thought it was funny because it's my body, like me acting, but then it's just a different face and everything. So it was really cool, and it's like someday I hope I can like get to that skills of editing because that's really cool. But yeah, I just thought it was really funny. I liked it. It was cool.
And it looks like I was looking at like the pics and stuff from your page with like Millie, and it actually looks like Millie took you under her wing, and she was by your side probably throughout the whole scenes. So how was it like working with Millie?
Millie's such a good actor. She's so kind. And like this one time, the mirror scene where I'm on one side, she's on the other.
Yeah.
So that scene was like hard because we had to mimic each other. And so there's this one room that I think it's like the only other different room in the whole thing. But there's obviously like the nurse areas and like stuff. It's
Mhm.
just the rooms that are all the same. But there was this one room that had a window in the middle of it. And so we went in there and we were like trying to mimic each other, pretending like it was the mirror. And then we played a mimicking game. So that was fun. She's very kind and it was great working with her.
Sweet. Yeah, she actually seems really nice.
Yeah, she is.
And like out of all the scenes from this year, this season, which scene do you like best?
As in my scenes or like the whole season?
Whatever. I guess like whatever scene throughout the season. It could be one of yours or not. I mean, it don't. Whatever you prefer.
Well, my favorite in the season was probably like there's so many amazing scenes. I'll just say
Oh,
one
I
that
know.
I thought was really fun and not fun, but like that made me smile so much, and is when Hopper and Joyce hugged.
Yes. Oh my God, that was so awesome.
It because I was like crying when Hopper
Yes.
died. Wink, wink. And I was like, it was just I don't know, because like seeing them and also Murray, he's just so funny. But like seeing them like hug was just so amazing. It was so sweet. I loved it. And then if in my scenes, my
Mhm.
favorite was probably the scene. I have a lot of favorites. It was so fun working, but like the scenes that kept me on set the longest because I wanted to stay on set as much as I could because I loved it so much.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But yeah, the scene with Joyce and Hopper was like really great because Joyce was going through so much just to get to Russia, planes not working, people taking advantage of her, and the actual scene where Joyce and Hopper finally meet up after she thinks that he's dead. Like, yeah, definitely one of the best scenes.
Yeah, that, and then in the next volume where Hopper hugs Eleven too, like it's just.
Yeah, yeah, true. And how was it like working, cause sharing scenes with both Jamie and Matt Modine?
Jamie and Matthew are both very amazing actors and they have such good roles. But Jamie, he was super kind. I loved working with him. We had a lot of scenes together and it was great to work with him. And Matthew, he's like such a good actor. He's so kind. And the funny part is he plays like such an evil character. But then
Yeah,
off set, he's so kind and nice. And it's like really cool because he knows how to like switch personalities and stuff, and it's like crazy to see that because like he's so nice and then he turns evil.
yeah, yeah. He was definitely someone on bad the bad side for this season. Well, even season one too, like when he's going after Elle the whole entire season. But then like you kind of see a different side to him this season when he's trying to get Elle out of the lab.
Yeah, I mean, in some parts you could see nice in him, but then you're like, Where did I get that from?"
That's true. You're right about that. And how for doing a role like this, how do you get in a mind frame to play young Elle and to actually be in one of those labs?
Well, again, like I said, I've been a fan of this for so long. So I definitely got a big sense of her and like know like how to act like her. Also, when I was younger, I used to try to role play as her.
Nice.
Dress up like her and then pretend like I was her. And it's funny because like the stores that have the doors that just like automatically open when you walk.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would pretend like I had telekinesis and I would stick my
Nice, nice. And I was also reading online, like it looks like you and Jamie formed bond, both being on the show for the first time.
Yeah, Jamie, he's very kind and I loved getting to know him. And yeah, it was great working with him. It was both our first time and yeah, it was great to work with him.
Awesome. And was there any funny or cool behind the scenes stories that happened while you were filming on set?
So I don't know if you saw, you probably have, but like this the video where me, Millie, and Matthew were jumping, like doing jumping jacks.
Yeah, yeah.
There's like a reason to that, but that's like probably like one of the really funny parts. But there is a reason to that. But I'd say that is like something funny that happened offset.
Okay, okay. that that had to be funny, like seeing Matt Modine doing the jumping jacks.
Yeah, but the funniest part is we're all in like these outfits with like blood all over us and like nightgown, like not nightgowns, but like hospital gowns, and we're just doing jumping jacks.
And for from being a fan of the show, was Elle the the person you like most from the show? Like, is that the one you like most?
Well, I like my favorite characters.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many characters. And yes, 11 is like such an amazing character. She's probably one of my favorites, but there's just way too many. So besides 11, I'd say Hopper, Joyce, Steve, Dustin, Mike, Max, all of them. Murray.
Yeah, yeah, he's nuts, man.
Like, I felt like in the third season that I felt Alexi was gonna be another one of my favorite characters, but it was just
Mhm.
sad.
Oh, I know. And, and yeah, like everyone, you you can't really, if you're asked like who your favorite character on the show is, it's hard to choose because everyone has their own story, and everyone is so good at telling their story for the show. I mean, like you said, Mike has this thing going with Elle. Will doesn't know where he fits yet, but you know he likes Mike. And then you got Dustin, who forms friendships with Steve, and poor Eddie.
Oh, Eddie.
Yeah, but yeah, like everyone on the show has their own story, and they play it off so well.
Yeah, Eddie's definitely one of my favorites.
I mean, I'm really hoping we don't see the last of Eddie, because there's so many fan theories that are going around saying that Eddie really isn't dead. So I'm hoping Eddie really isn't dead. So I don't know. You never know. And the song that's plays throughout the whole entire season, running up the hill, like, is it stuck in your head too? Like it's stuck in every fan that watches the show?
It's definitely stuck in my head because if I go on like social medias, like let's say Instagram, the only thing I hear is just running up the hill. It's just everywhere. It's everywhere.
It's so crazy how that song got so big now, because back back when the song was first out, it it was good, but it wasn't like a really big hit. And all these years later, this song is on this big show, and it reached the biggest heights that the song ever reached, like now.
Yeah, it's a very good song though. So
Yeah, definitely. And and what do you like doing during your free time when you're not all auditioning for films?
well, I play this game called Roblox a lot with my friends, and I'm on that for like like the rest of the day. Like if it's let's say it's a weekend, I'm on Roblox right when I get up, and then
Mhm.
mom's like, "Okay, you gotta go to bed." And I'm like, "But mom, I just joined a game with my friend."
Nice. So you're big into playing video games then, right?
Yes.
Uh, is is that the current game you're playing, or do you have other games too?
Well, I like to play a lot of games on the Xbox. Like some are like Forza and Mortal Kombat. And yeah, I mean, I've played Fortnite a bit, but it's not like my favorite.
Okay, okay. And I always ask guests this when I have them on the show, because my show is horror based. What are some horror films you like to watch?
I love horror films. They're like probably my favorite. I,
Oh, same. See, Freddy.
I haven't watched a lot. I just know about a lot, but like I have two absolute favorites, and it's Beetlejuice and It.
Ah, Stephen King's It. Yes, yes.
All the it's just my personal favorite is the one with Finn Wolford, the newer ones.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Because there are two versions of it. There's like the old version
And then
and the newer one, and yeah, Finn Wolfhard, who plays Mike in Stranger Things, is one of the leads in the new version of it.
he's like my favorite character, Richie.
Nice, nice. Do you think Bill Skarsgård, I think that's his name, did really well playing the clown, Pennywise?
Yeah, he did really good. Clown, like it's just like he did so good acting, and it's funny because like you just Georgie loses his like bow, and then you just see these pair of eyes.
Oh my god, that was creepy.
Yeah, but he's a very good actor.
Yeah. And the the thing that got me with the film with him is the smile. Like he has that crazy smile.
Yeah, and like his bottom lip goes like down.
Yes. Yeah.
It's cool though. It like really fits the clown though.
Definitely. Yes. Like he really made that clown him, because I mean a lot of people were comparing the old clown Tim Curry to the current one, which is played by Bill Skarsgård, and everyone was saying, "Oh, Tim Curry's better," and but like they each have their own version, and that's what's good about it. And Bill Skarsgård really did well with that.
Yeah, he did really good. Both it's are great actors.
Oh yeah, yeah. And are you a big fan of like Halloween season? Do you like dressing up for Halloween?
I love Halloween. It's definitely my favorite, my second favorite holiday because I Christmas is just amazing. But I love to dress up for Halloween. And the funny thing is, like I said, Beetlejuice is a really good film. Uh,
Hmm.
I dressed up as Lydia one time, and it was cool because I really like the actor Winona Ryder and
Yeah,
in Stranger Things, and so it was cool to dress up as her.
they from what I read, I think they're coming out with a part two, right? Beetlejuice 2.
They are?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was reading that, and she's actually coming back for
Oh, that's cool. I'd definitely love to watch that.
it. Well, you see, this year for Halloween, you could go out as Elle.
Yeah.
And what kind of songs do you like listening to? Like what's on your playlist?
Well, I really like Broadway's, and like some of my favorites would be like, Beetlejuice, uh, Heather's, and like Dear Evan Hansen.
Oh wow, nice. Yeah, they're all really good. I actually I seen the films like for those Heather's especially. I think Shannon Doherty was in that. And um where where can fans find you at? Like what kind of apps?
Well, I'd say mostly Instagram, and my handle is Martie underscore Blair underscore LA.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I want to thank you so much for taking time out and coming on the show and talking to me about playing L and all the other fun stuff. So thank you.
It was great to meet you. I had so much fun.
Oh, definitely. Yes. Well, we'll definitely have a great night and great weekend.
You too.
All right.